Hi, my name is Dikat Shachar. I am a fitness and health professional with over 15 years of experience, and I am excited for today's workout because we're going for a leg day. I love leg days, and I'll explain exactly why. When we work our legs, we fire up major muscle groups like the quadriceps, the glutes, the hamstrings, the hip abductors and adductors. Because of the mass of these muscles, legs are major fat burners and metabolism boosters, and they really get the blood flowing through the body. This is particularly beneficial for people with hypothyroidism because symptoms can include weight gain, stiffness, and joint aches. You can find out more on mythyroidrelief.com. So there you have it. Strong incentives to perform a solid leg day workout. For today's workout, you're going to need a set of weights, preferably 10 to 15 pounds. And remember, it can be cans of beans or water bottles. Please make sure they are heavy enough, though, for you to actually feel the burn with perfect form. Let's go over the 5 exercises before we get started. We're going to perform 10 repetitions for each exercise without weights to warm up via the first circuit, and then go through the circuit 2 more times with weights. We will not be taking any breaks between the exercises, but I do ask that you take about a 1-minute break between the circuits. Okay, so let's check it out. Exercise 1, weighted squats to lunge back. Exercise 2, weighted sumo pulses with a heel lift. Exercise 3, sliding side to side lunges. Exercise 4, donkey kicks. And exercise 5, weighted leg circles. Okay, I'm all hyped up. We're gonna head over to the beach, so I'll see you there. Okay, let's come to the top of that mat and squat to lunge back. You want to take a big step back in the lunge and make sure that it is the front heel that gets the weight in the lunge so that it doesn't go into your knee. Okay, always kind of shifting the butt back. And then once we've done 10 reps here, we're going to move on to the sumo. We count 10 squats total. Let's go into the sumo, pressing the knees out. We go down and up, hopping the heels up, and then dropping it back down, keeping the knees bent. We exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Keeping the chest upright, keeping the abdominals tight. Then we go to side lunges, making sure that the knee is aligned with your second and third toe and you are shifting your weight back so you don't feel the knee. And then we go right onto all fours on our forearms for donkey kicks. We bend the right leg, point the toes, and press up. You want to make sure that there is no way that you are moving your back. So you are pressing your forearms into the floor. Your abs are super tight around your spine, and you are squeezing the glutes on every single lift. Let's go over to the other side. Really no movement except for the hip joint, except for going into those glutes. We exhale on the lift. We go for 10 each leg. And beautiful. Let's hop on to lying down on our side. The legs are slightly forward from the line of our body, and we've got the top leg super flexed as we circle around. Notice that we are just doing an external rotation for today's workout. So we're not going to switch direction. We're going to focus on external rotation and the hip abductors and the glutes, pushing our heel back. And once we've done 10, let's switch over to the other side. Here we go. Really making sure that you are not moving your pelvis. So that's one of the big challenges here. You want to make sure that your pelvis is steady as you swing the leg around in a circle, making sure that your toes are looking forward rather than turning up or down. Exhale at the end of the circle, and beautiful. We're going to take a short break here because that was the end of circuit 1, which also completes our warm-up. I'm not going to take too long of a break because I feel like I'm really ready for the weights. So I'm going to go ahead and grab my 12 pounds here. And I'm going to squat and lunge. Squat and lunge. I'm never really straightening the knees completely. I'm just kind of on the go, go, go. So from the squat, I go into the lunge and I keep my breath flowing. There's a lot of balance involved, so you want to keep your eyes really focused on one spot. You want to keep the weights close to your chest so you don't really feel your back. Either way, you should definitely be tightening your abdominals around your spine to protect your back. Moving on to the sumo squat with a heel lift, keeping the weights close to your chest, staying low with the knees really bent. We exhale and count 10 heel lifts. Stay low, press the knees back. The heavier you go, of course, the more challenging this will be. Beautiful. Getting ready for the side to side lunges. I'm going to have my weights low. You can keep them by your chest though. Okay, so when you lower the weights, you're actually probably going to feel your spinal erectors working a little bit more, which is why you can bring them closer to your chest if you feel the need to. Getting down onto the floor on your forearms, placing one weight behind your right heel, and we're beginning the weighted donkey kicks. Remember, we want to avoid moving the back. We want to avoid going into the spine. So the abs are really tight. We're really bending that knee. Make sure that you are really tightening the grip of the knee around that weight. You're pushing out of your shoulder blades. And let's switch over to the other side. Really bend that knee. Exhale, lift. Ten reps for each leg. Excellent. Let's set the weight over to the side, or you can join me and hold the weight, placing it on one leg. And then you basically challenge yourself on two levels. You've got the heavier leg circles, but you also have to work your abdominals more in order to keep the pelvis steady and balanced. I want you to keep your foot super flexed and exhaling as you complete the circle. Nice. Let's get on to the other side. Focusing on the pelvic stability. Flexing that top leg. Exhale as you complete the circle. Remember that we constantly want the toes to look forward and not up or down so that our hip joint is relatively neutral. Okay, wrapping this up, we are getting ready for circuit number 3. Again, this is going to be a weighted circuit. Shake it out. Take a drink of water if you need to. Breathe for a moment. I'm taking a shorter break. You can always pause the video and take a longer break if you need to. Let's go for our squat to lunge. Remember that there is a strong balance component here, so if it throws you off a little bit, that's perfectly understandable, and you can always do this next to a chair or next to a railing or a wall so that you always feel like you can just grab hold of something. And once we've done 10 of those squats, we're going to turn it around and go for our sumo squat with a heel lift. We exhale as we lift the heel, bring it right down. The butt is kind of shifted back. The knees are really pressed back. Chest is up. Exhale on the lift. You're doing great. Beautiful. Getting ready for the side to side sliding lunges. Remember that having the weights by your feet is optional, and you can absolutely bring the weights by your chest if that makes you feel better in terms of your back, in terms of your knees. Make sure that you're constantly shifting your weight back though, so you really are protecting your knee. And we're getting ready for our donkey kicks. Grab hold of that weight behind your knee. Really, really tighten the grip and squeeze the glutes. Press it and squeeze it, keeping the foot pointed, toes pointed. Just a few more here. And we switch it. Exhale up. You want to make sure that you really are going heavy. So if you didn't feel the workout enough today, remember that next time you do it, you want to up those weights. All right, getting onto our side for the leg circles. Let's go heavy here. The leg should be slightly forward from the line of the body, and then the top leg starts circling back. Big circles back. Squeeze the top butt as you complete the circle. Exhale as you complete the circle. Inhale and exhale, keeping the weight heavy on your thigh. So in other words, you don't want to really hold that weight tight. You want to make sure that you're really letting it fall on your thigh. Let's switch it around. Super tight abs. Exhale as you complete it. Flexed foot. And release. Beautiful. Oh, that was fun. Okay, let's stretch it out just a little bit. Bringing your left leg back and your right leg forward at a 90-degree angle. You want to bring your upper body forward and beyond your knee and make your head heavy. If going onto your forearms is too much, you can stay on your hands. And then just bring your hands a little bit back. If you can go onto your forearms here, that's wonderful, but you do want to really make sure that you're keeping the left knee safe. So I do recommend staying on your hands on that second stretch. And then let's switch sides. The left leg is at a 90-degree angle. The shin is parallel to the mat, and you shift your weight forward, head forward, and then bring your hands behind you for a slight lean back there. Again, you want to really make sure that you're good and feeling good with that back knee. Okay, let's take a deep breath to end today's workout and release it. Thank you so much for joining me.